going to read Joy's Journey, and I'm going to give my ladybug the collectible glow light. I just told her to go sit in her seat. Now I got to tell you to come back over. Ay, 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 ay. I sound like I'm kookaburra. So, this works as a nightlight. We used it when we were on vacation in the Dells, didn't we? So, do you remember how it turns on?
Yes.
How? That's right. So,
I can't turn it on.
It's on. Do you want to go check in our room where it's dark? That's what I'm going to do. Because you can't see it so well when it says to press joy, I want you just to move it right here. Do you see where I am?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she cute? It's a really cute idea. So you hold that, and let's do a test. When I say joy, okay, it's already on. You don't have to turn it off and on. Show me how you will hold it over there. Good. But the book's going to be open and we're going to be reading. Okay? Inside Out, Joy's Journey. And this is just how to use the light, and then it can store back in there and how it works. Now, it's a very big book. No, I want you to hold on to it. So, it's a very big book. So, we're going to do... Yeah, so we're going to do our very best to get everything on screen, but I really strongly suggest you get a copy. We did see much less than we paid for this, even, and we had a huge discount. I saw these at where? Do you remember? Who had these? Sam's Club had them, for sure. So if you see them there, you might want to pick them up. They were much less than we paid. So, one day, a very special baby girl was born. Her name was Riley. Her proud parents smiled down at her. "Hello, Riley," said Riley's mother. "Look at you," Riley's dad chimed in. A little bundle of joy. Little did they know that inside Riley's mind there was a place called headquarters, where Riley's emotions resided. Do you know what resided means?
Lived.
OMG, you're so smart. And that joy was the emotion at the console. Press joy to see her light up with excitement at Riley's first golden moment. So I don't want you to press, I want you to hold her. Very good. Right there. Suddenly, a shining golden memory rolled into headquarters. Beautiful newborn baby Riley, and her parents were inside of it. It was Riley's first memory, and it was joyous. Very quickly, other emotions joined joy at the console in headquarters.
Too.
I
would clap.
For sure. Within 33 seconds of Riley's birth, sadness arrived. "Wow!" Riley cried. Eventually, fear, disgust, and anger made their appearances too. Press joy to see or welcome the other emotions to headquarters. Just put her in the picture. There you go. Excellent. Yeah, she doesn't have to be right on top of herself. And I want to show the picture of them. And then here's the whole page.
Feels really funny.
Yes, he does, because all you see is his eyeballs. The emotions watched Riley grow. They were always ready to step in. When Riley was a toddler, very good.
It's kind of pink.
What emotion do you think that is?
Fear.
Finger. And what do you think the green is?
The guy.
Very good. The emotions watched Riley grow. When they were always ready to step in, when Riley was a toddler, fear made sure she stepped safely over things like electrical cords. Because we don't play with power cords, do we? One day, when Riley was 3, Dad tried to get her to eat broccoli. Interestingly, in Japan and some other countries, they love broccoli. It's only kind of a United States thing.
And I tried it one time.
You did try it one time. So in those countries, do you know what they have them eat instead of broccoli in the movie and the books? Green peppers. They don't like green peppers.
True.
Instead of broccoli. Because they like broccoli in Japan. So the story wouldn't work with that. Dad tried to get her to eat broccoli. If you don't eat your broccoli, he said, you won't get any dessert. In headquarters, anger ran to the console. He was very concerned with things being fair, and that just didn't feel fair to him. So that's how you want to play it, he fumed. He took the control of the console and began to scream. Riley threw a fit too. Dad calmed her down by turning the spoon into an airplane. Make Joy light up to show that she liked Dad's airplane too. Could you hold it out? Right in the middle. Thank you so much. Disgust's job was to keep Riley.
Disgust came out too.
Yes. Disgust's job.
That's an anger one at the console.
Disgust's job was to keep Riley safe from anything that might poison her. Like broccoli. Sadness was the only emotion that Joy really couldn't figure out. She had no idea what Sadness's purpose was. Aw. So sad about her teddy bear, huh?
Why?
Because it broke.
Why did it break?
So here's the picture. Let me show you
Why
that
did it
first.
break?
Well, sometimes things aren't sewn so well. The emotions watched through the view screen to the outside world when Riley stepped onto the ice to play hockey for the first time. They saw all the time she pretended to be a mermaid while splashing in the tub, and when she bounced on a trampoline with Mom and Dad. From the view screen in headquarters, they watched and felt happy, sad, disgusted.
You're gonna buy a trampoline for me.
I am. Angry and afraid, while Riley created hundreds and hundreds of everyday and extra special memories. Press Joy to see how great she felt. For sure. The most important ones, Riley's core memories, powered Riley's 5 islands of personality. Family, honesty, hockey, friendship, and goofball island. The 5 islands were what made Riley...
My favorite one is the friendship.
Riley.
Twilight would love this island.
Twilight Sparkle would totally love that. Joy knew Riley had the perfect life. Everything was great. Things couldn't be better, she said. What could happen? So this one is family, right? This one is honesty. It's got a very Greek, Roman type of thing. This one is what?
Hockey.
Hockey. This one is what? Your favorite?
Friendship.
And this one is what?
Goofball.
For sure.
I'll have a Rockstar Island.
You would have a Rockstar Island. That is very true. Let me show you this page. What happened is this. Dad got his dream job. It was halfway across the country in San Francisco. Okay, not what I had in mind, Joy admitted as the car door slammed and the family began their trip.
I have a question.
Okay.
Could I read one of these books and see what one had England and...
You could when we're all done, for sure.
I'm doing it now.
Not now.
Why? Why?
Because we're reading this one now. Okay? Put him back for now. Joy admitted as the car door slammed and the family began their trip from Minnesota to their new home. But Joy rallied when she saw the Golden Gate Bridge, even if it wasn't made of gold. Press Joy to show that she liked the Golden Gate Bridge. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nancy, it's all yellow here.
She is. Joy was determined that Riley's first day at her new school be a good one. She made a plan for how all the emotions would help, and she came up with a special job for sadness. Joy drew a chalk circle around her. Make sure all of the sadness stays inside this circle, said Joy. You want me to just stand here? Asked Sadness. See? You're doing it already, said Joy. Isn't this fun? Sadness sighed. No. Next page. Oh, this is a sad day. Meanwhile, as Joy and the other emotions watched, Riley's new teacher introduced Riley to the class. "Would you like to tell us something about yourself?" she asked Riley. In headquarters, Joy was watching through the view screen. She quickly inserted a golden memory into the console. It was Riley skating with her parents on the frozen lake in Minnesota. Riley told the class all about it. She was doing fine, but then all of a sudden, she began to feel sad. Joy saw that sadness had left her circle. She had touched the memory in the console, and now it was turning blue. Tears streamed down Riley's face. Make Joy light up to show how she tried to use her joyfulness to overcome sadness. Thank you, love. Joy tried to get the now blue memory out of the console, but it was stuck. Fear, anger, and disgust helped her tug it out. It then headed toward the core memory holder. Joy could not let a sad memory become a core memory, so she pressed the memory flush to eject it out of headquarters. But sadness didn't want the memory she'd made to be thrown out. She and Joy struggled over the blue memory and bumped into the holder. More core memories were knocked to the floor. "No, no, no," yelled Joy. She tried to gather them up, but all the memories were sucked into the vacuum tube, along with joy and sadness. Press Joy to see how relieved she was to find the core memories.
And they took a trip.
Yes. Joy and sadness tumbled out of the tube and landed in long-term memory. In front of them, a bridge led to Goofball Island. It was dark and silent. So were all the other islands. Joy gathered up the core memories. "I gotta get these back to headquarters and fix everything," she said. She knew that without them, Riley just would not be herself.
What would she be like?
Well, all she has left is fear, anger, and
Disgust.
that wouldn't be a very fun person who was afraid, angry, and disgusted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in headquarters, the other emotions weren't sure what to do. Joy was usually at the console. Over dinner, Riley's parents asked about her day. "It was fine, I guess," she answered. "I don't know." Riley's parents kept asking questions that fear, disgust, and anger didn't know how to react to. Anger was getting all worked up. Riley finally lashed out at her father. "Just shut up!" "Go to your room," yelled Dad, as his own anger and other emotions reacted and took control of the console. "Now!" Riley stomped upstairs.
There was their console.
That's Dad's, yeah. Press Joy to show how relieved she was to have made it back to long-term memory with the core memories. Meanwhile, Goofball Island began to fall apart.
There!
Thank you. Joy held on to the core memories, and together with sadness, she ran back to the edge of long-term memory. She watched as all of Goofball Island broke off and fell into the dump. Joy knew she had to get the core memories back to headquarters before any of the other islands collapsed. In her room, Riley chatted with Meg, her best friend in Minnesota. She was starting to feel a little better. That is until Meg told her about this new girl that took Riley's place on the hockey team. "She's so cool," said Meg. "We can pass the puck to each other without even looking. It's like mind reading." It seemed like Meg already had a new best friend. In headquarters, anger blew his stack. "I gotta go," Riley told Meg, and she slammed her laptop closed.
Tell them that you're getting an Apple computer.
Oh, we don't need to say that. As soon as Riley cut short her chat with Meg, Friendship Island fell into the darkness of the memory dump. The place where all memories that were no longer needed went. Oh no, Not friendship, Joy cried. That was your favorite, said Sadness. And now it's gone. Just then, Joy spotted a shadowy figure clutching the core memories. She ran after him, hoping he could help her find the quickest way back to headquarters. Pressed Joy to show how excited she was to spot someone who might help her. Thank you. When Joy caught up to the figure, it took her a minute, but then she recognized him. You're Bing Bong, she said, Riley's imaginary friend. Bing Bong was delighted to be remembered, especially because Riley no longer played with him. Bing Bong was also happy to help Joy. First, he gave her his satchel to hold the core memories. Then he told her in Sadness that the train of thought was the fastest way back. I know a shortcut to the station. Make Joy light up to show how happy she was to hear about a way back to headquarters. A little more, a little more. There you go. Thank you. While Joy and Sadness followed Bing Bong, Riley went to the tryouts for the hockey team. With fear and anger at the console, Riley couldn't relax and concentrate on the game. She missed the puck and fell on her face. Riley threw down her stick and stormed out of the arena. Joy watched.
What's an arena?
An arena is a place where sports are played, like hockey. Joy watched as Hockey Island crumbled. Like there could be a football arena, a soccer arena. Another word for arena is stadium. Then, that night, Anger selected an idea bulb. I've got our ticket to fixing everything, he told Fear and Disgust. We run away. We go back to Minnesota. Are you with me? He asked the other two emotions. Let's do it, said Disgust. Anger plugged the idea bulb in, and Riley got out of bed. I know, I keep forgetting that T. And Riley got out of bed to search online for bus schedules. Disgust.
But what did you say before you said that?
I left off the T. I said discuss, like we were talking instead of disgust. Make Joy light up to see how happy she was to be helped by the mind workers. Meanwhile, Joy, Sadness, and Bing Bong made it.
I didn't do it.
I'm waiting. You can do it at any time. Thank you. Meanwhile, Joy, Sadness, and Bing Bong made it to the train of thought. Suddenly, Honesty Island shattered into pieces. The force of it caused Joy and the others to be thrown out of the train car as the train derailed. Mind workers came to their rescue. What is happening? Asked Joy. Haven't you heard? A worker said. Riley is running away. And she had stolen her mother's credit card to do it. Make Joy light up to show how happy she is, to understand how important sadness is. Family Island was the next to start to break apart. Its shaking caused Joy and Bing Bong to fall into the dump. We're stuck down here, said Bing Bong. Fading memory spheres, thank you. Fading memory spheres were everywhere. Joy picked up one that showed Riley celebrating with her Minnesota hockey team after a big win. While that part of the memory was golden, there was a part before that was blue. It was the part where Riley had missed the winning shot. They came to help because of sadness, said Joy. For the first time, she realized that without sadness, Riley wouldn't be able to feel joy. Bing Bong called on his imaginary rocket wagon to help get them out of the memory dump. The rocket was powered by song, but it just wasn't strong enough to carry both Joy and Bing Bong. At the very last moment, Bing Bong jumped off and waved goodbye to Joy as the rocket carried her up and out of the dump and reunited her with sadness. Joy now knew that Riley needed sadness in addition to all her other emotions. Working together, the two emotions found a way back to headquarters. Press Joy to see how happy she was to be working with sadness. Thank you. Press Joy to see how happy she was to let sadness take control. Thank you. Inside headquarters. Fear, anger, and disgust welcomed sadness and Joy back. But then Joy looked at the view screen and saw Riley getting on the bus. Sadness, it's up to you, said Joy. Riley needs you. Sadness nervously took charge and pulled the idea bulb out of the console. On the bus, Riley suddenly yelled at the driver, "I want to get off!" The bus stopped, and Riley got out and ran all the way home. Press Joy to see her joy. "There you are," said Dad. "We were worried sick," said Mom. "Thank you." Whoops, can you get that? The three talked about how homesick they all were. Sharing their sadness brought them closer together. A new core memory formed and rolled into headquarters. It created a new family island.
An odd new island. Was it rainbow?
Maybe.
It was.
Is yours? Ah.
It's my it's my newest memory, and it's rainbow. And it created a new fashion island.
A fashion island? I could totally see you having a fashion island. She's much more fashionable than I am.
Why?
You just are. You were born that way. Joy wanted to make sure that sadness was a part of Riley's core memories. She gave them to sadness to touch. Each one became blue. Weeks passed, and Riley began to enjoy her life in San Francisco.
Does he make some happy?
Yes. She joined the hockey team and made new friends. "Things couldn't be better," said Joy. "After all, Riley's 12 now. What could go wrong?" Oh my goodness.
Now she's 12.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Now she's a teen.
She is a teenager. 11-year-old Riley has mixed feelings about growing up and moving across the country with her family. In this lively retelling of the Disney Pixar hit film, Inside Out, kids can relive all the key moments of Riley and the emotions that live inside her mind. With the one-of-a-kind, custom-made, collectible light-up figure that's included, they can especially celebrate joy. Prompts throughout the book tell young readers when to press Joy's base to make her light up, showing the bright side of any situation. Thank you guys for watching QuakeToys. We really appreciate it. We hope you subscribe. We have a lot more Inside Out books to read. Many, many, many more.
Now can I do that anger thing?
Yeah, you can do that in your room. And I think we're going to take a little break and then we'll come back and do some apps. Thanks again, guys, so much for watching QuakeToys, and we will see you next time. Bye!